48 hours. No, not the TV news show, but the amount of time given to resourceful filmmakers as they attempt to write, produce, and direct a movie, all within the span of 2 days. On this edition of Viewfinder, we talk with 3 cinematic teams who followed their passion and vision and wound up winning the Audience Award from the 48-Hour Film Challenge here in Cincinnati. These people know how to make things happen. So do we. Let's meet them on Viewfinder. Our final 48-hour Audience Choice Award-winning film is Always Late, an inventive comedic tale where an unexpected turn of events takes place within the context of a couple's date at a restaurant. Let's see what happens when you're always late.
All rise. The Honorable J.P. Honeysuckle.
The team behind this cinematic tour de force calls itself 3.2 Million Miles and includes Peter John Ross, Linda Burkett, and Brett Dahlgren. Phenomenal film. Let me tell you what I loved about it. And we talked about this while I was running. I made the leap. I was willing to go with you that a bad date and the guy being late could turn into this tribunal where the cook turns into the judge, and the commitment that all the actors had in the scenes made me feel that this happens all the time. Like when the busboy goes, hey, no, you're right, they need a judge. And he goes against the other guy and he calls his name like it always happens. How did you achieve such a naturalistic feel? How did you get your characters to not overact? I mean, number one, I got so many questions for you guys. How did you come up with the script, and how did you create that environment that these actors could perform so well in?
Well, we got lucky. My brother decided he wanted to help and participate with us, but he doesn't live with us. He actually lives out in Virginia. And he's a writer, he's a professional writer. So what we did is we all got together at the 7 o'clock hour. We pulled our comedy out, and we all decided, we threw some ideas around, and then we came up, oh, we have a restaurant, we have a judge, and then how about we throw around this story? And so Chris, my brother, took that and over the phone said, okay, I got it, and called us back in an hour with a full script. And
That's
it was
fantastic.
just an awesome script.
He read the script to us over the phone, and we were dying. We were laughing so hard, and we're like, done, we're ready to go shoot.
Fantastic. Now, you guys did an interesting technique here. You used 2 cameras for a lot of your dialogue, right? One camera on each actor as they were speaking. Now, it's funny that I was just, I go through 4 DVDs a week where I listen to director's commentary. And I just listened to this DVD where Tony Scott was talking about with Man on Fire, that he shot a lot of the stuff with Denzel and Dakota Fanning with 2 cameras, because he said when the spontaneity's there, you can't get it back and it's contrived. Do you feel the same way? I know it's virtual, you can get a lot of coverage in a short period of time, but was that also what drove you to use 2 cameras?
Yeah, we've done that before on a couple shoots prior that we'd worked on together. And since we each own a GL1, and the rules of the 48-hour project said you're allowed a maximum of 2 cameras, we had to take advantage of it.
Absolutely, because you guys, now what hours did you guys shoot this in?
We shot, first off, Linda had to make sure we were planning on shooting that next morning, but because the restaurant, and we decided we were going with the restaurant, opened later that afternoon, we figured, well, let's give us as much time as possible. So Linda, calling them, said, can we get there as soon as possible? And they allowed it, so we actually got in there about midnight and shot until 7 a.m. that next morning.
20 seconds apiece. Why do you do this? Why do you make film? Go.
I like more of the technical aspects of it. I'm a computer geek, and I love doing all that kind of stuff. But I also like the creation part of it, and it really is especially this 48-hour one where we just put the whole thing together and we're done and in bed. And the other thing, of course, is I get to work with my wife.
Oh, what a lucky man.
Yeah, I am.
20 seconds.
There's nothing better than sitting in a dark room with a bunch of strangers and watching the story unfold. I mean, that was the other aspect of this, was after the 48 hours of making it, 1 week later we're in a room with 250 plus people, and it's exhilarating to see when you had a joke and you thought it would be funny and the audience laughs.
Aren't we fortunate to be living in this this time and era where the
Absolutely.
tools that were once in the hands of the few are now available to all of us. But like I've always said, pianos and guitars been around forever. Without talent, they don't mean anything. You guys clearly have it. I am grateful to you for making this film. I truly enjoyed it, and please keep shooting.
Thank you.
And come back and see us anytime you have anything you want to share. You always got a home here at Viewfinder.
Great.
Thanks for coming. Our thanks to Team 3.2 Million Miles for the film Always Late.